What about honey as a home remedy? Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Sylvia and I'm a big city mom. I work, live and raise my family in New York City, and whenever I have some free time, I blog and vlog about health through diet, lifestyle and nutrition. I also love home remedies. I will try all kinds of home remedies before I actually go to the doctor. And I don't go to the doctor very often. Anyway, if this is you, you should definitely subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get started with today's video. If you are pursuing health, you will definitely run into the challenge of quitting sugar addiction. And as all of us that tried know, quitting sugar is not that easy. There are many different strategies how to go about it, and one of which is to find sugar substitute. And oftentimes that sugar substitute is honey. It is more natural and has some nutrients in it as compared to table sugar. Now, I personally disagree with that strategy simply because when I tried it, I replaced a sugar addiction with honey addiction. I was still addicted to sweetness and my blood sugars were still rising when I was eating honey. So I think when it comes to sugar addiction, quit it cold turkey, suffer through the withdrawals, and then within a week or so be done with it and move on. Now that leads me to a very important point about honey as a home remedy. Anything that you consume on a regular basis, be it herbs, supplements, even regular drugs, if you do it on a regular basis, it loses its power. Your body gets accustomed to it. Same goes for honey. Honey can be used as a remedy or treatment for some ailment, but if you put it in your coffee a couple times a day, then in tea, and then you want to take extra tablespoon for your cough at night, your body won't recognize it as medicine because it will be just accustomed to it. So if you want to be successful using honey as a home remedy, you cannot consume it on a regular basis. Alright, I am not an Ayurvedic doctor, but I oftentimes consult Ayurveda on all kind of ailments because Ayurveda is replete with all kind of remedies, lifestyle changes for just about every chronic condition. And so I look it up often. I have an Ayurvedic book that I consult on the regular basis. I love Ayurveda, okay? So let's see what Ayurveda has to say about honey. Well, number one thing is do not heat honey. It is really important in Ayurveda. What they are saying is that if you heat honey, it will convert to this toxic substance that is really hard on our digestive tract. Basically, our body will have hard time digesting it. And in the language of Ayurveda, it will block the vital organs. The exact temperature for heating a honey is debatable, but it is generally accepted that it shouldn't be higher than 108 degrees Fahrenheit. So it is also known as a pinky test. So basically, if you can put your pinky in the water for 10 seconds and you can tolerate it, that means you aren't exceeding 108 degrees of Fahrenheit. Now imagine a scenario when you are in the coffee or tea shop and getting a hot tea and hot coffee. The temperature of those drinks is a lot higher than 108 degrees, and so before you leave the shop you probably will add some honey to it before it is down to 108. So if you are using it in your hot tea or hot coffee, right there it loses its healing powers and actually turns toxic. Honey shouldn't be consumed in baked goods, shouldn't be cooked with or marinated with. And imagine the situation where you want to buy something that is sweetened with honey and you think this is a healthier option. You are often likely to pay a lot more for it, but because most of the food in the store is pasteurized, not only that you pay more, but you're actually drinking something or eating something that is toxic as per Ayurveda. And according to Ayurveda, you can greatly enhance the healing powers of honey by mixing it with herbs. So for example, a paste or making a syrup or juice from it. So let me share with you some of the ways I use honey as a home remedy. You can use honey as cough suppressant, and there have been actually studies made about that people with cough were given just a tablespoon of pure honey before they went to sleep, and they slept better and they coughed less. So you can go just very simply, just taking a tablespoon of honey before you go to sleep, or you can become more creative. You can add some turmeric, which is anti-inflammatory and antibacterial and antiviral. Same thing with ginger. You can squeeze fresh ginger and then add a tablespoon of honey and maybe some lukewarm water, and then drink that. And this is actually to be documented to help with cough. And those remedies are also listed in Ayurveda. You can use honey for sore throat. You would take 1 raw egg yolk and 1 tablespoon of honey, mix it really well, and then slowly drink the mixture. It is really important that you drink it slowly so that both the egg yolk and the honey get a chance to kind of sit on your throat. The thought is that the cholesterol in the egg yolk will help you to coat your throat if your membranes are destroyed. And you will notice a significant difference when you drink egg yolk when you are losing your voice. It takes just a couple of hours and your voice will be improved. You can apply honey directly onto the wound, and it was actually done extensively during the World War I by Germans and the Russians. Russians would put it on their wounded soldiers directly onto the wound, and that was supposed to prevent infections and speed up healing. And Germans were mixing honey with cod liver oil and applying it on all kinds of wounds, but also ulcers and boils. And it is believed, and I think also documented, that putting honey directly onto the wound speeds up tissue regeneration and prevents infections and inflammation. Okay, you can use honey as an eyelash booster. I make an eyelash mask out of honey. I will use half a teaspoon of castor oil with half a teaspoon of honey. I'll mix it well and apply it to my eyelashes for about 20 minutes. You can leave it overnight, just put a little less so that your eyes are not completely clogged, and protect your pillow with maybe some older towel. You can use honey for face masks, and I absolutely love this one. I use 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 tablespoon of honey. You mix it well, apply it on your clear skin for about 20 minutes to half an hour, and then you clean it off with warm water and warm towel. And then you can just apply a moisturizer and you are good to go. This mask evens out your skin tone, and if you have any discolorization, it will improve it as well. Alright, so this will do it for this week's home remedies video. I definitely think that honey is best used as a herbal home remedy rather than as a sweetener. Also, it's really important that you can source honey that is preferably local, but definitely raw. If we are to believe Ayurveda, pasteurization, so heating of honey, will not only destroy its healing properties, but it will actually become toxic. Okay, before you go, please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.